Hey guys, Classic Joey Mac here for another installment of Classic Joe Remembers. It's been a pretty cool ride doing this video series. I enjoyed the research. I enjoyed some of the comments and emails that I've gotten. I haven't gotten a whole lot, but that's because not a whole lot of people know I'm doing it. But I've got about 60 subscribers, so thanks for watching. Tell your friends if you have any. But so today I wanted to go into a little bit different direction. Last time we started talking about cartoons and serials. This time I wanted to go into the direction of from, let's just say, a 10-year-old or even a 5-year-old, 5 to 15-year-old's male perspective, as I once was during the 90s and the late 80s. Kind of going through those very awkward years called puberty and growing up from basically a kid into a teenager, and some of the people that you start to have crushes on. But I didn't want to go in the direction of, oh, who was my crushes? I can go into that a little bit. But it's kind of funny how certain female characters from back in the day that really weren't attractive, really weren't the people, the heartthrobs that we were, as the guys, I should say, were slobbering all over. For me personally, Amy Jo Johnson, the Pink Ranger on the Power Rangers, was somebody that I thought was really attractive, and I actually like her today, not for her looks, but actually for her work in music and art and photography. But that's another story. But I'm saying, like, Amy Jo Johnson was someone that I think a lot of guys my age, like to see on the screen.
We would never use sex to lure you in.
And there was certainly others. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Jennifer Love Hewitt. I'm trying to find someone from back in the past. There's definitely more, but that's not what I wanted to go into. Isn't it kind of absurd that the ones that really weren't that attractive are the ones that are attractive today? For example, Michelle Trachtenberg. If you're my age, you probably remember her from Harriet the Spy. What the heck happened to her? Harriet the Spy, she's Harriet the Hottie now. I mean, has anyone seen this girl lately? Another perfect example. Amanda Bynes, the annoying girl on All That, is basically what I thought of her back then.
Well, Claudia, I do have a little suggestion for you. Use the stinking stairs! The stairs, Einstein! I'm Claudia, and I jump out the window.
Amanda Bynes is doing Maxim shoots in the top 25 of the most attractive women in the world right now, and I can't argue with it.
This was my first sexy photo shoot. I was in lingerie, I was in, high heels and lingerie, and it was really fun. It was really cool because I felt sexy, but, it was classy, and it was really cool. I feel like I'm becoming a woman.
I don't think she's as annoying. I think she's kind of funny now, and I think she's a little bit more grounded, but my God, look what the heck happened to her. And then, Lindsay Lohan is probably someone that everyone's waiting for. And yes, I suppose you would be seeing her on a lot of old Disney in the late 90s. The Parent Trap. And Lindsay did get attractive, obviously, grew in certain places. But she's probably not that attractive, behind a set of, bars without her makeup and, douchebag friends around her. Kind of on that level, I would say Jodie Sweetin. For anyone that doesn't know who that name is, that was Stephanie on Full House. Stephanie was not someone that I thought people my age were looking at. I think you'd probably be looking more at Candace Cameron on that show than anyone, but even I was not big on her. Jodie Sweetin is gorgeous now. A party animal, albeit, but absolutely gorgeous. Danica McKellar was someone that I'm not sure I wanted to put on the list because Winnie Cooper off the Wonder Years was a very cute girl, but she is not only beautiful nowadays, but she's very intelligent as well. I don't think that I'd be prepared. I mean, Winnie Cooper was someone that I thought was kind of cute when I was like 5 or 6, 7 years old. But to say that I had some type of infatuation with her would be a lie. But she certainly did very, very well for herself. I don't know. I just, I wonder who else from the past. I was doing some research on just these 4 names, and I was actually just looking at the Maxim. They do that top 100 most attractive women issue every year. And I was just checking it out. I always find it interesting to see what names are on there. You're always seeing the Britney Spears, the Beyoncés, and so on. But as I was doing research for this video, all of a sudden Michelle Trachtenberg and Amanda Bynes and Danica McKellar were on this thing, and I was like, my God, it's a blast from the past, for sure, but I can't believe that they're this good-looking nowadays. So I wonder who were some of the girls that you guys were looking at that weren't really attractive back then, but now are like, wow, I can't believe that. Like I said, the Amy Jo Johnsons of the world, the Jennifer Love Hewitts of the world, and Sarah Michelle Gellar, those types were attractive forever. Back when we were watching the shows. Who were some of the girls that weren't that attractive back in the 80s and 90s, but then all of a sudden became very attractive when they got older? I'd like to hear some of those names. I'll do my crushes another day. I've given you Amy Jo Johnson, but that's not as interesting to me. The girls that we all used to think were really attractive back then, the ones that made little posters and were all those little teen magazines right next to JTT and all those other losers back then. But it was really weird for me to see some of these girls that, oh yeah, I remember Harriet the Spy, and it's like, whoa, what happened to you? Those I find a little bit more interesting. So if you have anyone that you would like to bring up, bring a comment down there, or send me an email. So if there's anything else you guys like to hear about, let me know. I just thought this was interesting. So, alright, another edition of Classic Joe Remembers. Peace out, y'all.